just have to reach its head.
Welcome to Horizon Zero Dawn. First off, I want to special thank Sony for inviting me to a capture event in LA to get you this exclusive footage.
Easy there. This shouldn't take long.
People usually ask me a question, what game are you most anticipated for 2017 or whatever year it is? And I always have the same generic response. I really don't get excited about games anymore. I hope games do well, and when I play them, since I play every AAA games that comes out, and I've been doing it for 5 years, that excitement's no longer there, but once in a while games surprise me of how awesome it is. In 2015, Sony announced this game at PlayStation press conference, made by developer Guerrilla Studios, who made Killzone. So they're all sitting behind me, and they announced this game, and they were on fire and cheering. Now this is a whole different type of game than what they're used to in the Killzone series, so it's nice to see a change of pace. After spending 3 hours of this game, I am so excited, and this is now officially my most excited 2017 game. This game surprised me. I did not have much thought for it at first. I was like, okay, some village people fight dinosaur mech robots. But then when you first play the first half an hour game, the story is so gripping of what it means, the villagers and the storyline, as well as the visual fidelity is just so beautiful, and how it all integrates together is just mind-blowing. Of the stages, I felt very emotionally attached to this character you play as, Aloy, and the whole situation that she's in. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's very incredible of what makes her unique compared to all the other tribespeople, and what overcomes that she has to face in order to prove herself to her village. That's all I'll say, but this story is so gripping, and just the graphics is beautiful. If you give me beautiful game, best looking game with incredible story, I don't need multiplayer. You got me hooked, and I'm on board, and this is what Guerrilla did for me. You saw the crafting system there. You can see that you can craft different armors, different resources you collect through the world, and craft it. You have your inventory, you can upgrade your weapons, you have a map, a big map, as well as quests. There's quests where there's main stories quests, there's sides quests, and then there's events quests, and then there's still other quests comes along the way. So there's a lot to do in this game. You also have a notebook. When you actually look at new creatures, new areas, new enemies, there's a little bit more lore for you to see, and you can see what kind of build you want to go for. There's also this merchant that we're currently talking to that you can sell weapons, resources, armor, gear, and you can also buy them in exchange. I know people always ask me what the map size is, so here it is for you. This is their starting zone, bottom left, and then you work your way around the whole map. You unlock them by doing main quests, I believe. As you can see, there's smaller icons in a traditional open world game where there's different save points, different areas to explore, points of interest, main quests, and side mission, as well as random spontaneous events. Let's go ahead and check out this side quest that we hear someone screaming, asking for help.
Do you need help?
You're the one who survived the proving. Yes, I do need help. 10 years ago, my brother was cast out. His sentence ended, but he didn't come back. His camp was empty and covered in blood.
This game gives you decisions of how you want to interact with other characters in the game. You can find out for more information, or you can continue with the main story and just go to the bottom left with that icon.
You said your brother's camp was soaked with blood?
The Braves went looking for him, and that's what they found. All I can think about is what might have happened. Is he really dead? Or maybe just wounded? Is he suffering? Does he need help? I can't stand it not knowing.
What are you doing out here all alone?
Each day I cut a notch on the wall so I knew Brahm's sentence was over. Then I cut 3 more. But he still hadn't come back. I begged the matriarchs to send braves to find him, and all they found was a blood-soaked camp. The braves said he must be dead, but I have to know the truth. So I came out looking for him.
Why was your brother cast out?
Rom was always a little different. A little touched. One of the hunters had a cruel heart and never let him alone. I was gone but an hour, and the hunter set after him like always, but this time, Brom struck back with a rock and split the man's skull. Spirits made him do it, he said. Whispers of the forgotten. It cost him 10 years. I never should have left him alone.
What do you mean, forgotten?
All Mother curses blasphemers who won't repent, banishing them from her eternal memory. Those lost spirits are the forgotten. Brom used to say they spoke to him, told him to do things. It was such a burden for him, and there was nothing I could do to help.
I'll do what I can to find your brother.
You will? Then let me come with you. I won't be a bother. I know how to stay out of sight.
I'm faster on my own.
If that is how it must be, just find him then. Please.
Let's go ahead and help her find her missing brother. We'll go in our menu and select the quest so it's tracked, and then you can also see the different options of quests here on the left of which one you want to go. Here we come up upon some foes right here. We got a new machine called the Watcher, using this device that Aloy found earlier in the game. So what we can do is actually track where it is and see the movement path to see where the Watcher is moving, which helps us anticipate ways to avoid it. As you can see, it helps you avoid detection here. So let's go ahead and see if we can get a sneak jump on him. Most likely I'll fail this.
This must be Brom's camp. Better clear out those watchers. Looks like a few drops of blood lead away from the camp.
Here we got more clues of what happened to him and follow the trail. Now this happens a couple more times and you follow the scent of his footprints based on the gadget we have with her. It reminds me a lot of Witcher 3 when Geralt is investigating someone who's following the blood path. So for the sake of time, since there's so many cool things to show you, I'll go ahead and rush to show you the conclusion of this side mission.
I will. I'll kill myself. I'll kill myself before I hurt her. I won't listen. I will. I'll kill myself. I'll kill myself before I hurt her. You're not a spirit. What do you want?
I want you to step away from the edge, Brom.
No. Leave me alone. Can't you see I need time to think? How am I supposed to think when everybody is shouting at me?
So many voices to listen to. It must make your head hurt. I promise my voice will be soft and soothing.
A soft voice, like Alara's. It's been so long. Years. Yes. Yes, I will listen.
That's better. Now tell me, what's troubling you?
Spirits of the forgotten. Souls cursed by the All-Mother. Their voices never let me be. They want me to do things. Hurt people. If I go back to the Nora, they might make me hurt Alara. And I'll kill myself before I let that happen.
Do you have to listen to the spirits, Brom?
They're speaking to me right now. Oh is with me. They take care of me. Keep me company. Help me. Except when they scream. Like when that hunter knocked me down. Crush his skull with the rock, they said. And I did.
Brom, you're alive. Oh, Mother be praised. I'm sorry I followed you, but I had to make sure he was all right.
No. No. Please, sister, I can't protect you.
I need no protection from you, Brom.
He fears these spirits that he hears will turn him against you. Unless your voice can quiet them?
Yes, just as it was before. He only ever hurt someone once, and it was provoked.
I don't want to hurt you. But the Forgotten, their whispers, they fill my head with screams.
Brom isn't ready to return to the Nora, but I don't think he'll hurt you, Alara.
There's a place where I can stay. A cave on All-Mother Mountain. I suppose you could visit me there, so long as I'm strong.
You will be, Brom. I'll help you. Thank you, Aloy. I'll take care of him now. May you walk in All-Mother's eternal memory, and may the Forgotten leave you be.
Looks like we were able to go ahead and make a peaceful resolution to that issue. So let's go ahead and move on and show you what it's like to tame an animal and ride it.
I'm injured.
Okay,
I
I
need your
lowered
help.
him with a rock so he comes over here, and when he gets close, we'll go ahead and tame him.
Please. No one else will help me.
Okay, here it goes. Come on. It worked. It's not hostile. Seems almost tame. I think I could ride it.
Please. A word? I need to speak to you.
There we go. That a boy. That's more like it.
I need to speak to you.
Yeah! Ride! This strider is fast. This beats walking. I should try overriding other kinds of machines. Probably can't ride them all, but I might find a use for them.
The original file is 100 gigabytes at 30 megabits a second. Then I had to render that down to 20 gigabytes at 15 megabits a second to make it more manageable upload. And then YouTube renders that down lower to 10 gigabytes at 5 megabits a second. So this is very rendered and compressed.
Sounds a fighter. Just
Watch yourselves!
against some shadow.
Bring it closer! Closer!
Varl, I take it?
Am I seeing things? Or were you riding that strider when you came through the gate?
I was. It's hard to explain.
I imagine so. Strange times we live in. We who've survived. I recognize you, of course. Aloy, the outcast who won the proving. I'm glad to see you survived your wounds.
High Matriarch Tirsa said you might know the way to Meridian.
The capital of the Carja Sundom? You seek exile?
No, a traitor named Olin. The Matriarchs made me a seeker so I could go after him.
Well, then you should head north to Mother's Crown. If you make it, talk to Maria. She'll point the way.
If I make it?
The trail is dangerous. Ever since the War Party massacre, our lands go unpatrolled, and our borders unguarded. We have no war chief to lead us.
Isn't that Resh's job?
Ugh. Only because Sona went missing. I'd go after her myself, but she ordered me to hold this gate with my life. And so I have.
You said War Chief Sona is missing?
Even when the War Party was massacred, she wouldn't give up the chase. She called for volunteers and went after the killers.
You didn't volunteer?
Of course I did, but Sona denied me that. She ordered me to see the wounded back to the Embrace, and to guard this gate, to guard the Embrace with my life. That was days ago, and since then there's been no word from her.
So there's no way to know if she's alive or dead.
If anyone could survive out there, it would be her. Sona's prowess is legend, an unbending spear to measure ourselves against.
Sounds like she sets a high standard.
Ugh, you have no idea. She's my mother.
You said the War Party was massacred. How?
When word came of the attack on the Proving, War Chief Sona assembled a war party to give chase. But in their haste to get vengeance, some braves broke rank and raced ahead, straight into a trap. A pack of crazed machines, seething with corruption, fell upon the braves and savaged them. War Chief Sona led a countercharge and destroyed the machines, but by then the killers were gone, and our losses were extreme.
I should be on my way.
Aloy, before you make the journey to Mother's Crown and beyond, is there any chance you could search for Sona? The tribe needs her leadership. I'd go after her myself if she hadn't commanded me to hold this gate at all costs.
Where was she last seen?
The War Party massacre site, a wooded hollow across from Devil's Thirst on this side of the river. You might be able to pick up her trail there. She went after the killers who attacked the Proving, who killed those we love, who tried to kill you.
I get it, Varl. I'll see what I can do.
Alright, let me go ahead and show you one of the side events in this, where it adds more flavor to the game.
This is a hunting grounds, right? What do you do here exactly?
You bear the mark of a seeker. I've heard of those, but never seen one. You have the Matriarch's leave to come and go as you like from the sacred land?
Yes, but I would have gone even without their permission.
Is that so? Then maybe you and I can speak plainly. Truth is, I've had dealings with the Carja. I represent an organization called the Hunter's Lodge in Meridian. We test promising young hunters with trials at places like these. You might be just the kind of person we're looking for. Why don't you sample the trials and see? Just to be clear, though, I'd appreciate it if you kept our conversation in confidence, especially when it comes to the Matriarchs. Ready to choose your trial? Test your skill with bow and arrow by shooting parts off the backs of grazers as quickly as possible. I like that one. Slide down a rope and I'll start timing.
If I'm gonna prove myself in these trials, I should do it fair and square.